Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of the Formo Cast. This is Emiliano Santalucia from Italy. I am the creative director Formo Toys, and this is my friend Per Browner, our lead 3D artist. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm great. Thank you very much. I'm very excited.
Yeah. Of course, the speed of the teleprompter is too much. Like all of a sudden didn't work, but it's okay. So I forgot to say that Per is in Germany and Josh will be missing this time, but he'll be joining us in the weekends when we'll stream again, possibly like every 2 weeks, I think. We'll try to have an episode. Of course, it depends on what we have to share and talk about every time. So let's introduce ourselves a little bit for the people. Go ahead, Per.
Okay, yeah. My name is Per Brown. I'm the lead 3D artist here. And I work as a sculptor, a toy designer. I worked for Hasbro and Mondo and also at one point for Mattel and all as a freelancer, of course, uh, not the other way. And I worked on brands like Masters, a tiny bit on Transformers. I worked on there you got me.
You did a few things for Hasbro games.
Yeah, Hasbro games. Oh yeah, a lot of tokens, and also I work for Solo World and Noch, which is a very famous German train station supply of miniature train station supply
Well,
manufacturer.
yeah, and you didn't mention the Scarglow vinyl for Mondo and the Skysled.
Yes, yeah, but I said Mondo, so
Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
true. Yeah,
yes, I did those
yeah.
very proudly.
And I'm Emiliano. I'm the creative director at Forma Toys, and I've been doing freelance work as a toy designer for now over 17 years, working for Hasbro, Mondo, Super 7, Boss Fight Studio, Pop Culture Shock, and others that I can't remember right now. And I touched almost every brand in pop culture and toys. Um, it's
Consensually.
yes, I hope so. I asked. Usually, I ask. Uh, well, and so, what about Formo toys?
What you mean? What about? Are you
Like,
asking the audience or me?
no, I'm asking you.
Uh,
What what, what happened? Why we decided to do Formo toys?
oh yeah, that one. Um, when was it when we were walking through Palermo and talking about being creative and working for toys? That was when 17.
Yeah, the first time probably around that.
Yeah, yeah. We were walking around and talking about making toys and how what a pity it is in so many cases that we have just the best ideas for a product and then comes a creative director from a company and says no, that's not such a brilliant idea and I have better ideas. So yeah, basically we were thinking how much fun it could be if you can make all your own toys with your own decisions and your own creative ideas. And that basically was the starting point of toying around with that idea,
Yeah.
and then it started from there, and stuff fell into place.
Yeah, it didn't materialize until 2019, actually, when we got serious about it. We said, okay, let's open a company and start doing product in 2020, and that was not the smartest timing, of course, but eventually it worked out, and now we're kind of it's already almost 5 years, even if our product didn't start shipping until 3 years ago now, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've been working behind the scene for a long time while continuing all all our other jobs. But I think that's enough talking about us. You guys watching are here probably to know more about what we've planned for the new Frazzetta line. So, a few words about that. Um, we've been chosen basically by the Frazzetta Art Museum to collaborate on a series of 5.5 figures in the style of our other line, Legends of Dragonor and Warrior of the Galaxy. So um, in the market, there are all other formats for Frazzetta figures, and our friends at Zolo World also tried the 5.5 format, but in the Remco style, so closer to the Warrior Beast and Conan and Hercules by Remco. We're doing this in our style. And so we decided to start with not the most famous pieces to establish ourselves, and we decided to start with there.
We decided to start with the executioner and the Egyptian queen.
Yep.
And we debuted the prototypes this year in Germany at Toysplosion.
Yep. We show them there first, and then in Lucca at Lucca Comics
Yep.
and Game 2.
And where was Josh with them at LegionCon?
Josh was a LegionCon. Yes, so our prototypes were on display also LegionCon. Josh was there. We couldn't go. But yeah, so we kind of revealed them to the public back then, but we never properly shown them online, etc. So it took us time to have everything ready, do good photograph, etc. Especially for one reason, which is the bigger thing about this line. And we'll explain that now. So we'll start a presentation of pictures. We'll show the executioner, our first figure.
Yeah, pictures.
Yeah. So, of course, for those that knows us, we care a lot about staying truthful to the original creator's visions. And so being able to work with Frank Frazzetta's paintings and creations, it's a huge honor that we have. And of course, it's very important to us to pay the right respect and do the best possible representation that fit our format, but they're still faithful and good, and that can excite both the 5.5 inches format fans and also the fans of Frank Frazzetta work. So
And also, like, since they approached us, they liked our format and our figures, and they trusted us with turning Frank Frazetta's paintings into proper 5.5 figures. So that feels already like a responsibility. And of course, we wanted to make sure that we don't fall short.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was the main thing. But that also gave us ideas. So what I'm gonna show you is the main product. The executioner, as we said, is a 5.5 inches format figure. Is the same bulk that we use for Legends of Dragon and Warrior of the Galaxy, but we did a few tweaks this time, like the arms, for example. Per, we want to describe what we changed.
Yeah, the standard arms are upright, like the hands are looking up, and then we realized that he has to twist his arms to hold the axe, and if you twist the arms, the lower arm muscles get out of alignment, and we were hoping that would be a minor optical inconvenience, but it turned out it didn't really work. So we had to add another swivel joint at the wrist. So we did that so he can hold the axe. That was one of the bigger changes. The other change was the chest part.
Yeah, which initially we were planning to use our mold that we use for Oscuro and Karam. So it already has a piece of clothing sculpted on it. But talking with Frankie Frazzetta Jr., we decided to try to do it entirely with soft goods. So the figure will have two pieces of soft good, a sort of scarf around his neck and an entire tunic covering his chest. But also, just to make things more complicated, uh, I did the drawings. I showed it to Pear. Pear started sculpting, and when he got to the belt, he told me,
So he has this little dagger in front of behind his belt buckle. And when I was started sculpting, I was like, yeah, wouldn't it be just fun and a nice additional twist if the dagger is an actual dagger that you can pull out and put in his hand? And yeah, I sculpted it that way, showed it to Emil, and he was excited. So yeah, we decided to keep that.
"Yeah,
And I have to say, of course, it would have been more convenient to have the vest of Oscuro. That would have been a quick and easy way, and um, it, quick. It would have just been quick to produce if we would have kept that. But I have to admit, with the soft good and his bare chest beneath it, it looks way better. It feels just way better to have him like that.
yeah."
It looks
And,
right.
and none of that detract from the vintage retro feeling that we're
No,
giving to them. That's what I like. Also, it doesn't feel too modern, which is always our goal with these figures.
yeah, it
Okay,
has
yeah,
to feel vintage but look new.
yeah, yeah. Here you can see him with the dagger in his hand. That can be stored in the belt, exactly like the painting. So
By the way,
yeah,
what does an executioner need this dagger for?
I guess
Like
maybe there
a,
are
a backup
some.
solution in case of the X is dull or something?
Maybe there are some
Oh, he's still.
tendons, some veins left after cutting the head didn't go through, so it has to sew the last remaining little piece of.
Tendons and
Yeah.
the last bit of tissue. Yeah, that might be it.
um, so the figure will be released as a carded figure like all our other releases. So the figure will have the standard blister card, it will have his axe, and will have the little dagger stored in the belt. But as I was saying, trying to reproduce the paintings of Frank Frazzetta gave us some ideas. So this started, of course, small and ballooned out
Escalated.
of proportion very, very fast. Yes. Um, yes, Thomas, I know they are expensive, but we'll talk about prices later. But thank you for saying that our figures are great. Um, so so we decided to do this thing that we finally called the museum editions, and they are deluxe versions of the same. The figure is the same, but it comes with extra stuff and accessories. And Per, yeah, you can
So
introduce what we did specifically for.
all of that started basically with us trying to make a nice diorama for conventions and having them on a nice display. So originally, I started just out and carving out of hard foam um, little dioramas that resemble the look of the painting. So for the executioner, it was a chopping block and yeah, this little staircase. Yep, and we printed a backdrop like that, just just for uh, showing the figures at conventions. But
Yeah, and
then
take
quickly we
photographs.
were
Yeah,
thinking, yeah, maybe it would be absolutely fantastic if we could offer a little play set like that to sell it with as an extra special version.
yeah.
Yeah, and the first idea was to
To
make
make
it
to make it cardboard, just
just
layers of
cardboard
cardboard.
pieces. Yep, like a little theater stage with just cardboard cutouts, and that was a great idea. Quick and cheap idea, easy to produce idea, a good
Yeah,
idea. But
yeah.
then,
But then credit goes where credit is due, and the engineer at the factory asked us, why don't we do the staircase in 3D instead of just a piece of cardboard, of flat cardboard? And we were like, yeah, that's a great idea. But how much is gonna cost? And from then on, it was a very long and painful process to understand how to execute that as at a price that would be affordable for us to produce and for you guys to buy. In the end, I think it became the best solution ever that we could think. And now, you will get with this box set is a plastic chopping block as an accessory for extra accessory exclusive to this museum edition. Um, and the staircase base, which will be a plastic piece. It will be rotomolded, so it's hollow on side, but it's a solid. Well, solid, not it's hollow. Sorry, but it's still a
but
sturdy piece of plastic.
it's a sturdy piece that has some weight to it.
Yeah,
It's not cheap. It's a legit piece of diorama.
yeah, yeah. And of course, to complete it, there will be a cardboard backdrop that you can place behind the figure, so you can show this representation of the painting on your toy shelf.
So our
Uh,
first idea wasn't completely shut down. We kept the cardboard background.
yeah, yeah. Well, that of course doing the sky. I don't know how else we could do that, but no, it's the best option, and
Yeah.
we tried, and it works very well. Yeah, so you get the full package of all these parts in the museum edition. You see how it looks. Now I have the prototype packaging here, the one you see in the picture here. I'm gonna show it to you live here. Um, so we go back. I'll make myself bigger. Sorry, Per.
Yeah.
So here is the box. You can see how big it is compared to my head. You can see how deep it is because it's pretty big box. There is, of course, a reproduction of the original painting on the back, and we use the painting also to decorate the packaging on all sides. So it looks elegant as we want. Of course, this is a handcrafted prototype of the box, so it's a bit rough in certain spots, but uh, it's just because it's a prototype, so it will be much better in the final production sample. Do you want to open it? Show it work?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so
Then
let's see how
we,
much
we,
damage.
we always also can have a look at all the inside and the plastic trays where the
Yes.
figure is
Yeah.
in that.
Okay. So first we have a plastic box inside to hold all of it together to make it sturdier. And from here we have the tray, and I'll show it to you in a moment. And this is the base. Also, this one is a prototype too, so it's not the same material that will be in the final, but it's same size, same details. It's flat on the back, um, but it's it's pretty nice. I'm very happy that this is the sample that the factory produced for us. Then we have on the tray, on the pack tray, we have the chopping block. And finally, the figure, which I'll be careful with. Here it is. Of course, it's a bit crooked, but yeah. Hope it, yeah, it's on
Yeah.
focus now. And yeah, I'll try to show the wrist articulation a bit better.
So
Of course, because we need to keep all the parts compatible with all our other figures, um, this part is still separated. The forearm is still separated from the rest. But so you will still have it as a separate part that is compatible with the other figures, so with the same peg, etc. But you don't need to rotate it to rotate the hand, so it will maintain the anatomy intact over there.
yeah, and I already read online the question if we will keep this wrist rotation for other figures, and yes, we will keep the wrist rotation on every new figure that is about to come. Obviously, we can't change the molds for old figures unless I get the time machine running.
Yeah. So what that means is that figures that will use the previous parts, like Baltard or Magnon or Oscuro, will have the same kind of articulation of the past because we won't be able to change the mold. But any new version of a forearm we do will have the new articulation, that for sure. So here's the little dagger we can hold. And yeah, so this is very exciting. We really hope this is also the first of a very long line, because we hope to do many more figures. So the pricing, of course, about this. Yeah, thank you, Per. So The regular edition is $40, and the special pre-order price that we have is um, oh, sorry, the price is 45. The special pre-order price is 40 for the carded figure. The museum edition, the price is $80, but we have a special price for pre-order, which is 70. And we also have an extra discount on the combo set if you want to have both the carded version and the museum edition. There is a combo on our website with a little extra discount on that. And so, when to order and where to order this? Do you know, Per?
Nope. When to order? As far as I know, the orders are already open,
Yes,
at least on our
correct.
website, so you can
Correct.
go there and order right away.
Yeah, yeah. Also, they are already up for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store.
Great.
And in the following days and weeks, they will be available on other retailers partner. You have a list on our website, but at any time, if you have a favorite shop in your town, you can go and ask them to carry our product or to order them for you. This way you will maybe spare on shipping cost. uh, we distribute in US, and we have a distributor in EU too. So any shop that wants to carry them just need to order them from the distributor, and you can have them locally in your town, and that actually helps us a lot. I mean, if you order them from our website instead from one of the retailer partner, that's great. It helps us a lot because, of course, uh, the margin is better when you order directly. But having our product out there in other shops help us spread the words, show the figures to other people that never seen them, and see them in person, which we many times witness it, that it's very important. It makes a lot of difference, right? It changes a
Yeah, that
lot
is
at
one of
conventions.
my favorite moments on conventions, when people that never got really in contact with the figures come to our booth, take a figure in hand, feel the weight, and
Yeah,
have like getting a feel for the material and the look in real world lighting, and get convinced and buy a figure. That is
yeah,
always like,
that's the best
oh,
part. Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
gets me very excited and happy when people realize, oh, this is actually so cool, I need this. Then I
yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah, I know what I'm doing. Great.
yeah. Uh, Before we move on, I wanted to spend a couple of words about the Frazzetta Art Museum. The Frazzetta Art Museum is located on East Strasbourg, I hope I pronounced it right, in Pennsylvania. It is the home of Frank Frazzetta's legacy, preserving and showcasing his legendary artwork that has influenced generations of fantasy and sci-fi artists. The museum houses an extensive collection of Frazzetta's original paintings, drawings, and memorabilia. You can find more info about the Frazzetta Art Museum at frazzettamuseum.com. Please visit it. Please, if you have chance, visit the physical museum. Like something I want to do because I've never been there, and they've been great partners. And of course, if you know my history, you know I care a lot about preserving art. So that is great that they're doing this, and
Yeah,
that the family
and
still
also
cares this
I
much.
heard from several artists that actually have been there and had the chance to take a look at the original artwork, and everyone I spoke to was absolutely amazed by the vibe these paintings give you in person when you are there. So this is on my bucket list too.
Yeah, 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 yeah. We'll have to go at one point. Yeah, like you for a signing session of your figures at the museum? Possibly. Uh,
I doubt I doubt that anyone will recognize me there.
but we'll organize something.
Ooh,
Um,
like a
uh,
T-shirt that says "I'm the guy."
people will know you will be there. We'll see. Well, I mean, the three of us would love to be there for an
Yeah,
event presenting the figure. That would be nice. We'll talk with Frankie and Laurie about it later on. Last thing about the Savage World of Frazetta is we're going to give you a sneak peek of the next item. Now, yeah, that's something I forgot to say. How we are going to release these figures. We're not we're not doing them in waves like Warrior of the Galaxy or Legends of Dragonor. So you won't get like 3, 6 figures at times. For now, our model will be to have just a single release, a single subject, and that subject is not necessarily one figure, but is one painting. So the first painting is the executioner, so is a single figure. The second painting we choose is Egyptian Queen, and so we will have the entire set with the Queen, the Jaguar, and the guard in the background with the playset. Now we already have prototypes for the box. I'm not gonna show everything, but I want to show how big this thing is because it's massive and is looking phenomenal as a box. I really like how it's turned out.
yeah,
But it's massive. Let's see if I can hold both boxes at the same time so you see the difference.
yeah. The Queen's packaging is enormous,
Yeah, yeah,
and
and it looks beautiful. Like,
you can look forward to take a look
yeah,
inside later on. It will.
yeah,
I'm very happy how it turned out. Very
yeah,
happy.
yeah. It's definitely something else. Okay, so that's what you can expect for the Savage World of Frazetta going forward. We originally we planned to have the Egyptian Queen on pre-order in January because we're not going to wait until the first item is released to start the pre-order on the next thing, because that will take us to the summer or fall of next year. We will have the Egyptian Queen early this year, maybe end of January, maybe in February. We'll see. We haven't decided yet, but definitely early the next year. And I mean, by now I think we delivered enough product that people can trust us that we will deliver them at one point. Even if, yeah, I know people have been asking even today about um, Legends of Dragonor Wave 2, which, as we explained a few times, has been hit by massive delays for uh, problems at the factory that were beyond our control. And then there was all the tariff situations that forced us to stop production for a while until we figure out how it was going to work. So we've been delayed, and delayed goes on top of each other because, of course, the factory has its own schedule with other products from other companies that they have to create, not just us. So it becomes messy. But at the same time, while they were still working on this, on Wave 2, they were able to finish Wave 1 of Warrior of the Galaxy and also Pirate and Scorching. So we managed to to get those done. Wave 2 took longer also because there is a lot more tooling involved that has to be perfected. So that was the part that was delayed
and,
on their hand.
maybe at this point right now, where while we are talking about that, we can explain how it comes that the wave 2 for Legends of Dragonor took so much longer, and other stuff just seems to pop out of it. And that is
Yeah,
exactly what you said. Like, there's a lot of new tooling for wave 2, while all the dragon parts had been the molds for that had been cut at one go. So at the
yeah,
time we had Ignitor ready, all the other dragons had already been ready for plastic shooting. So, hi, Mike. Um, Same with the Warriors of the Galaxy. All the parts for those are already ready to produce. So all the molds are ready and waiting there. And that is the reason why at the factory they just have to go to the shelf, grab the molds, and shoot plastic. While all the parts for Wave 2 of Legends of Dragonor still need to be cut and reworked and adjusted. And that takes, unfortunately, a lot of time. And
yeah. And
you
if
can
there is an
imagine that
issue in
we
that
are
process,
waiting for that as much as you do. Of course, we would like to have everything immediately and hand it over, but that is not always possible.
yeah, and we are definitely asking almost daily to the factory where are they and if they're near completion, etc. Because we want this to be ready and out because we want to move to wave 3, which we'll talk in a second. First, there is our friend Simon asking about the Egyptian queen, if she will come also on single card or only as a museum edition. Yes, the plan is to have the queen and the guard as single releases on cards, and also the box set sets, which will have, like, the Jaguar will be exclusive to the set. It won't come with the queen, for example. So, Per, are you working on Legends of Dragonor Wave 3?
Yeah, constantly. I'm having right now, I have sculpted basically all of the parts are ready. And I also prototype them. Now the next step is to get a color prototype. And for that, I have to make some adjustments with the materials. Um, but I don't know if I want to go into too much specifics here about the material properties that I'm using.
Yeah, maybe not this time, but we'll talk more
Yeah.
about that. And so we have topics for following episodes, for sure. But also you wanted to show us a little bit of your work there.
Yeah. Um, when we showed the last wave prototypes for the Warriors of the Galaxy, people pointed out that Devil's head was too small.
Yep.
And I was like, what are they talking about? So I had another look at it at the convention while all the prototypes were already ready and made. And also, like, the factory already had my 3D data to cut the molds, and they were already added. So I was like, yeah, there's nothing we can do, right? I mean, the steel has been cut. Too bad. But I really couldn't sleep on it. So I had to review it. And now let me switch to another camera and show you what was going on and what I did. So let's see if my computer will comply. Oh yeah, and
Yeah, it worked.
now that no,
No, that's me.
yeah, that's you. How can what is happening? Is that good?
Yeah, try this way. Yeah.
Okay. So here is one of my test box. What? Nope.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
There you go.
that
So
works.
on this is one of my prototypes test box, and the first devil head I printed out was this one. And to me, that looks proportional. That looks pretty good. I
Yeah.
like that. So we decided to go with that hat. The problem is that not only the, the, the volume, like the realistic physical volume, has a say in how something like that looks, but also the color. And this is the version with paint on it. It's the exact same size, but it looks smaller. And if you compare that hat to the vintage hat, it looks like way too small because the old hat was really a bucket. And if you compare the first version little hat here to all the other hats in the line, like Warriors of the Galaxy and Legends of Dragon Ore, he's sort of in size. He's just a tiny bit smaller because his helmet really is tight around the head. But the face and the head that is underneath is basically the exact head base I always use, so I can keep the heads consistent. Nevertheless, I did this prototype then, which is 5% bigger. Let me go like that. And this is now the head that we went with. And I also painted the face so we can get a more precise look at it. I even tried to get a 10% bigger head, but that was way too big. And it's not too big for a retro style. They had humongous heads back
Yeah.
then.
Especially Devil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially Devil. But that was also what made Devil look so funny and goofy back then. And I wanted to have like a true villain. He should be an evil character, and having his head too big would just lead to proportions that make him look like a very muscular preschool guy. And yeah, so we went for the 5%. And then we called the factory and asked how expensive it might get if we would retool uh, Devil's head, and if it was a possibility at all at this point. And awesome as they are, they said it's not too. I mean, it's too late, but it's not way too late. We can still handle that. The plastic is not shot yet, so they made it happen, and I'm so excited that this worked out, and I'm excited that this is for the better. I'm excited that we were able to take um, the voice
Yeah.
out of the community, that we can listen to people that asking for changes, and we were really able to pull this around, which won't be always possible because
Exactly. Yes.
it's a fast moving ship, and this time we were lucky, and I'm ecstatic. But don't get used to it.
Yeah,
It may
exactly.
not always work
We,
out.
we, we've been lucky and we love to get feedback and fix things, but as Per said, it's not always possible. So this time we us and you guys have been lucky and we were able to fix it, but there might be times where this won't be possible. Well, we'll
Yes,
try to do better, like to
e-
now that we know
every
that likes
everything
things.
what we do, we try to go the extra mile to make everyone happy, because if you guys out there are happy, that makes us very happy, because we want to do an awesome job, and we love what we do. And of course, if we can see our excitement in your faces, that's the best thing about it. But
Yeah.
it's not always in our control to handle that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Well, but this time with it, so good.
Yep.
Very happy. You can come back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There.
Okay.
Here we are.
Yeah, I think the plan was to keep this podcast short. We don't want to go on and on for like an hour or 2 hours. So I think we covered most of the stuff we wanted to talk about tonight. We are already over 45 minutes, believe it or not. Yeah, I didn't notice either. So wanted to again tell you that if you want to purchase the Formo Toys product, you can go to our shop at formotoys.com/shop, or you can scan the QR code here, and that will lead you to the shop directly. And of course, as I said, you can purchase our product through all the others retail partners we have in US and in Europe. Now, if you enjoyed this first episode of the Formo Cast and want to stay updated with all things Formo, please like and subscribe. Also, subscribe to our newsletter. We don't send it too often, so you won't be bugged by constant emails by Formo Toys. And am I forgetting anything important, or is anything else you want to say?
I'm just looking at there are 20 people looking right now,
Yeah.
and that is absolutely fantastic. And I'm
Yeah.
looking at the comments, and they are making me very happy.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, there is a question that is not exactly formal related. So I won't answer that one. I won't show you. Sorry, Nostalgic Earth 78. But I don't think there will be a volume two. But there might be something else. We'll see. Talk. I'll definitely talk about this question. I can't answer right now here. Yeah. So yeah, we got more viewers than we expected, definitely. And
Absolutely, and I'm so,
y-
so happy to read some familiar names like
yes, yeah, yeah,
John Magoon. I'm very happy to read you here,
yeah, yeah. Um,
my crafting brother.
yeah, yeah. There are definitely a few known phases. Of course, we are both not native English speaker, and of course, Per speaks a much better English than me. So I want to apologize for my my English. Just in case you expected some great American executive, no, you're stuck with this Italian guy. But again, if you enjoyed, keep this episode, keep following us. We'll prepare something else for the next time. Remember, the executioner is up now on our website on formotoys.com. And so, as usual, stay epic and stay formal.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Good
Yeah.
night.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Are we still going?
I don't know.
We are
Oh, yes.
pros.
Yes, we are.